Music as he plays to get to the front. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba. Hello, everybody. Make sure everything looks and sounds good. And there comes me. Ah, yes. It's a good thing you don't pay for this. Be a little bit of a waste of your money. I guess not too much of a waste of your money. You show up here for free. So, and some of you pay us for things. It's cool. I like it. What's up? Boo-hoo. I guess you had taters for dinner. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got some potatoes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. We got some potatoes. Got some French fried potatoes. Mm-hmm. I don't do as well as Dad does. Yeah, out of all that, we didn't get a Carl. What the heck is up with that? Hello, Corey Shire, Daniel Baca, Robert Lonis, Dana Maggiore, Kenny Metal Man, Jeff Killian, Rebecca Touched by Yarn, Corey Shire. Am I missing anybody? Bill Corey. Is this the famous Eli? I don't know about famous, but I am here. I am an Eli. Mm-hmm. All right, Dan. Hello, Shane Lalonde. All right, Dan. I got that part kind of down. I can also do it a little bit better right now because I got some allergies going on, so my voice is a little nasally. Yay! Anyways, welcome into the channel. Glad to have you here. Dad is off and away. He is farming, and also he wasn't forging tonight anyways because he had a little bit of an accident, and he fell off of a drill. So yeah, nothing too bad. Just kind of bruised his ribs and everything. Nothing's broken. Nothing's fractured. No problems. Just a little banged up and busted. So that's what happens on the farm. Hello, Roger Caldwell, Roy Adams, Christ Centered Ironworks. What are we making tonight? I'm gonna attempt a ladle. I need a ladle for tomorrow, so I'm making myself a ladle. We're doing a chili potluck tomorrow, and I was like, what better way to showcase how amazing of a cook I am with how amazing of a blacksmith I am not. So, but I was like, it's going to be a cool piece whenever I walk up, set my chili down, and then I'm like, here's the ladle. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. Who did that? I'm like, me. So that is my plan. First make a little ladle out of one of the ladle blanks from Christ Centered Ironworks, i.e. blacksmithingblanks.com, blacksmithingpdfs.com, and whatever other websites you own. So, you're gonna weld the bowl on the handle. No, I'll probably rivet it because I'm a loser. 7 o'clock. It is 7 o'clock. It is baking time. I was on my way home from work, stopped off and got my chili stuff. By the time I got back here, it was really close to 6:30, so got to get the fire rolling and things of that nature. So that's why we're at 7, because it's me. You're stuck with me. So, but yep, Dad's off tractoring right now for one of our friends at church. They needed some help with truck driving, and Dad happens to have a CDL, so he said, I'll come over and help y'all and do some truck driving. I can't do much of anything else anyway, so that's what he's doing. So you're stuck with me. Updates. Dad is going to be working on a project. This project, in fact. Look at there. So a friend of ours recommended to a friend of theirs to come to us. Sorry. Allergies. To come to us because they had a fireplace crane and it has a couple issues with it. I.e., there's a crack right here on this part. I don't know if you can see that. There's a crack right here. It's kind of come undone from there, and then another spot somewhere. Either way, it's really old. It's got some pitting and signs of being forged. There's a forged weld right here, and then these look like they've been forged. The The hangers and everything all look forged. So it's a really cool, neat old piece. So they asked us to, one, repair those parts, but also he wants to take this piece right here and put a little loop-de-doop on the end so that way he can hang stuff off of it over his fireplace. So we got some repairs and some upgrades to do to this little buddy, but this will probably be in a project at some point, either video or live stream. And I'm going to set him over here next to our massive guillotine tool. Is there anything else I can think of that needs to be updated? This is going to be so interesting watch you make a ladle. Well, I appreciate that, Rebecca. I will do my best to make you proud. So here's our ladle blank, our little ladle blank. This is from Chrysler Ironworks, blacksmithingblanks.com. Hashtag not sponsored. But we do have a commercial, kind of forced to Will. Who the heck am I talking about? Guys, my brain's fried. Thanks to the willingness, maybe that's what I was trying to say. Anyways, the willingness of Roy, and kind of unbeknownst to him, we have a commercial with Chrysler Ironworks, a specific brand of flux. Flux. Say it just to make him happy. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I got my ladle blank, and then I got some I got some 3/8 square bar. So I'm gonna make a pretty little handle out of that. Might not be a long forge tonight. Like I said, I'm fighting off some allergies, and I don't know how well coal dust does with allergies, so we'll see. First and foremost, let's get it into the fire and get it cooking. Glad to have every one of you here. Shenanigans, Daniel Packer Ice. Welcome, sir. Shenanigans. DK Ironworks. You could probably say, you gotta say from now on, you gotta do it like the EA Sports thing. For DK Ironworks, EA Sports. Only DK Ironworks. It's in the forge. That has to be your channel intro from now on. I need it to be your channel intro from now on. DK Ironworks. If it's a historical piece, may I recommend forge brazing your cracks. I don't know if it's a historical piece. I don't know how old it is, but that is a good suggestion. That's why you are the expert, my friend. Have we started our sign bracket yet? Absolutely not. You know me. I wait till the very, very last second to do things, so it will probably be something done maybe Saturday. But it will get done. This one will get done because we need one. We need a sign bracket. And then once our plasma cutter is up and running, or a plasma table, we'll cut out a bar run forge sign to hang from it. But until such a time, we'll just have to hold a sign without a sign holder without a sign. Historic approach would be repairing a crack in wrought iron. Okay. Well, mention that to Mr. Head Honcho, because he'll probably be the one doing it. Ooh. Ah! Nope, you're not. Hot on that side. I cannot see. Not to worry. I got new glasses on the way. BRB client call. That's all right. We'll be here. I'll be here. We'll be here. All of you are in the chat. You'll be here as well. My purpose for, if you weren't in when I first talked about it, my purpose for making a ladle is a little bit vain. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit selfish, a little bit of a little kind of cool thing to talk about. Having a chili potluck tomorrow at work, so I want to be able to serve my famous chili that I've never made before in a ladle that I've made. Looking forward to see what you guys come up with your sign brackets. Well, it is definitely not going to be as pretty as some others that I've already seen put their work in. I'm not going to name any names, but Bobby Lonis has done a phenomenal job. Who else is in there? Jeff Killian, phenomenal job. Chris Schaefer, phenomenal job. Some tough competition with those sign brackets, man. But it's gonna be fun. Learn a lot on sign making. As per our usual arrangement, I have never made a ladle before. I've done scoops and things like that, but I've never actually done a ladle, so I figure if I'm going to mess it up, I might as well mess it up in front of 20 people. And whoever else ends up watching after. Hey, Brian. Robert Whitney jumping in. Hello, Robert. Dana Maggiore, how is the job search, my friend? I know you're in our thoughts and prayers for that. Speaking of thoughts and prayers, definitely just keep Dad in your thoughts and prayers. Fighting off whatever happened with his rib there. Could have been a lot worse. He showed me how it happened, and of course, it's a 20-foot drill, solid steel and cast iron pieces. So there are a lot of sharp things on a drill, and both of us agreed he got lucky because that fall could have been a lot worse. A lot of jagged edges and sharp corners and chunks of steel that he missed. He kind of just fell perfectly. There's Jeff Killian. Jeff Woodring. We got a whole plethora of Jeffs. A Jethera, if you will. A plethora of Jeffs. I'm calling it a Jethera. Actually, I'm going to keep that. So. Plethora of Jeffs. You guys figured out the project of choice for April. No, it is kind of still yet to be determined. We are in talks with a couple people for who we want to have come and kind of demonstrate and be the headliner, so to speak, of the weekend. So kind of depends on who says yes and who is able to. Most likely it's going to be some tooling. So hopefully that'll be in the works and have a good time with that. And we've talked about, Dad mentioned it, we've talked about doing like a group project as well. So kind of play by ear and go from there. We're getting there. Starting to look like a little scoop for a ladle. Get a little scale in my hand. Hey, Will at Athol. How you doing, sir? Buying my hay bales for next spring for potatoes. Yeah, if you haven't checked it out, we put up a video finally of the results of the straw bale potatoes. 27 pounds. Good. Full house of Jeffs. Missed that part. Bill's bringing his good forging coal for April. Yeah, if you're not already convinced to come to the gathering, Bill Corey will be there. Ouch. No, come on, no. We're getting there. Starting to look like a ladle. Oh man. Also had a couple peanuts before the start of the show, so I see some peanut shells in the forge. Wild stuff. At the local community, that would be cool. For sure. For sure. So we had a show and demonstration this past weekend, and did really well. Surprisingly, it was a good time at Sons of Toil Brewing here in local town Mount Orb, and it was great. It was a great success because the people were immediately like, "We want you back." We have farmers markets pretty much every month, if not twice a month sometimes. Whichever ones you can make it to, we'd love to have you at. So like, yeah, sure. Doesn't cost us anything to go, and the food's good, the people are good, and it's a good time. So we got a good deal set up with them. Potentially looking to make them some kind of custom made bottle openers. With it being a brewery, obviously, bottle openers are kind of a cool thing to have there. So potentially a little bit of a business adventure with them as well. It was a real big blessing for us. We made a good amount of money off of sales. Met a lot of cool people. So it was a good time. But I would say the other cool part was a lot of the guys that were there hanging out. We had a crowd. So it was 11 to 3, and we had a crowd the entire time. And predominant most of the crowd was very just appreciative that we had the cross over the anvil, and they were appreciative that we were sharing the gospel with what we do. So it was a really cool experience. We had one guy pretty much just stayed, talked to us the entire time, talked to us about wanting to come forward and learn how to do this and how to get set up with it, and talk Bible stories and things like that with them. So it was a really good time, good experience. So always good when you can get that out of a sale and demo as well. It never hurts to sell some stuff. All right, that gonna flatten out here. Well, I don't know if I want to do much more than that. I mean, I guess you could put some more effort into it, but that's pretty good enough for a bowl for an end of a ladle there. Might do one more round just to kind of clean it up. But yeah, Kyle, I saw your message there about keeping people in Maine in your prayers, and definitely it's a heartbreaking situation going on there, and definitely hate to hear loss of life and mental health issues and all that goes along with that. So definitely, if you are the praying type, keep that whole community and area in your prayers for sure. Absolutely. Wow. Well, definitely, you know, take precautions, stay safe for sure, Kyle. Have a heart in the comment sign. Yeah, the heart is there. I don't know what to do to get rid of it or not, but Jeff said don't go any deeper, otherwise you won't have any chili to bring home. I doubled the recipe because I was like, um, so we've got, gosh, probably 50 people or so, um, 50 to 60 people that sit up in the top fourth floor office area where I sit. Um, a lot of people are going to be out for tomorrow for some strange reason, and I was like, oh, let's have chili cook off. Okay, I'm going to be gone. Cool. Hey, Papa, out running trucks, delivering seed. Um, so I was like, okay, do I need to make a whole bunch? Because we're also there's 6 of us that are doing chili, and then a few other people chipped in to do like crackers and bowls and the other stuff that goes along with it and drinks and all that good stuff. Um, so I was like back and forth, and then today I was talking to our VP of recruiting, and he was like, he said, okay, I saw on the list what you're making. He said, explain to me the chili that you're making. So I found this recipe. It's called Bourbon Trail Chili. It's a Kentucky-based recipe, obviously being a bourbon chili named after the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. And it calls for 2 things. It calls for a half a cup of bourbon to cook the chili into, and then also the place that makes the recipe has a bourbon smoked paprika. So I ordered the paprika and then have a little glass of bourbon to add into it and cook with. Cook the meat in. That way it kind of gets that bourbon smoky flavor to it. And the recipe looked good. And he said, dude, that's going to be some killer chili. So looking forward to making it tonight. And I'm going to kind of halfway smoke the ground beef and then put it in the chili. It's going to have a little bit extra smoky flavor to it. So we'll see. Everybody seems to think it's going to turn out good. So that's my hope. I've never made chili before. So could be great. Could be a disaster. Yeah, definitely. Again, on the main situation, there was a mass shooter, killed 18 people and wounded a bunch of others. So definitely just keep those families in your prayers and that area in your prayers. A tough situation. Am I using Pueblo chilies? No, I'm not. No, I am not. One thing about the group I work with, I work in recruiting, so I'm up in the top floor. I work with the recruiting department, and they're not a very much like they like more of the I don't know how to more hipster things like Chipotle. I don't know what else, but along the Starbucks things like that. They're along those lines of things. So like I smoke pulled pork and usually bring that in for our potlucks, and half the time it all gets eaten, half the time half of it gets eaten. It's not a like all of us would be like pulled pork, have the whole thing done in minutes, but not that group of people. I always get some funny stares whenever I'm asked, what did I go to college for? Did I go in for recruiting and things like that? And I tell them, nope, I went to college to be an animal scientist. Originally went in for vet school, decided that wasn't for me, and moved on from there, and they're like, oh, okay, so why are you in recruiting? Say, because I got offered a job. And my boss is a very nice lady. She's one of the few people that is cool with putting up with me on a daily basis. So that's why I'm in the recruiting department. Just doing the fiddly bits, as John Switzer would say. Taking out some of the the crinkles and stuff like that. And there you have it, the start of a ladle. So I'll find a wire brush somewhere around here. Kind of give that a good clean out. And I'll probably run it over to the wire wheel over on the drill press and everything. So get that taken care of. But that is the first part. Now, quench my tongs off. They're rebar, so it doesn't matter. But yes, I am quite excited for my chili tomorrow. Getting to make some good chili. Be like a dad one day. And it was one of my favorite lines. And there's the show American Dad. And Steve, the young son, falls into this thing where his dad goes to prison and he has to basically become the man of the house. So there's a scene. He said, "Well, I guess I'm the man, so that means I better start, learn how to mow the lawn and file taxes." And he said, "Ooh, and I learned how to make chili and call it my that's not very good and call it my famous chili." Yeah, I got a kick out of that. Not saying my dad doesn't make a good chili, although Dad hasn't made chili in a long time. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. That's a hot swage block. Yeah, somebody said Cowboy Kent Rollins. Absolutely. I watched a video of his the other day on making some chili. So took some advice from him for sure. There we go. Chili is easy to make. Just throw in what you want. Yep, that's pretty much it. I made my first pot roast the other day. What was it, 2 weeks ago? So I made a pot roast. Did pretty well, if I don't say so myself. So I got the whole cooking on a crock pot thing. I'm getting there. Yeah, buddy. Oh, there's an ad. Oh, it just finished. I'm gonna do a little bit more than just toss it all into the crock pot. I'm gonna cook the meat first. Cook the meat down a little bit. Again, like I said, probably put it on the smoker. Probably put it in a cast iron pan and cook it on that. Kind of let that smoky flavor in with cooking it in the bourbon, cooking it in the smoker. That way, it's got that real good earthy, smoky flavor to it. And then beyond that, really all it is just toss it into the crock pot and boom, there you go. Yeah, the craps of the ad thing is, we want to make money doing the whole YouTube thing. I almost dad burned it. We want to make money doing the whole YouTube thing, but we don't make a whole lot. I'll finish that thought in just a second. Just gonna make a simple little kind of fishtail scroll on the end there. Then work on the handle. I know it's a little bit extra long, but I'm gonna make the handle first and then cut it to length, so make it easy. Coach, running in. Hello, sir. Now I forgot the thought I was meant to finish. Oh, the YouTube ad thing. It's like we don't make a whole lot of money off of the live stream, the ads or anything like that. So it's kind of like, you know, do you leave the ads up for the 5 seconds that it kills every couple times that it pops up for you, and we make 15 cents off of it? Do we take away the monetization, but then we can't do like super chats and stuff on there? I don't think. So it's kind of that battle back and forth. So what, a scroll? No, not a scroll. Although I will say, when we get to making our sign bracket, we're going to try some scrolling. So. In there. Really particular about making sure it all looks symmetrical. Make sure it all looks pretty. So I'm just letting it sit in the fire and kind of sit and soak, so to speak. Go in the fire, dang. Here we go. There you go. Roy said, I'll be there to say, well, that's nice. Oh, goodness. I like cooking on cast iron, but I have trouble keeping a good seasoning in my pans. Gotta make sure you enunciate that. The ad they made me watch was obnoxious. Yeah, I know. I get some obnoxious ads as well. Cast iron, one of the biggest things cooking the cast iron, cooking it. That's the biggest thing about keeping the seasoning is just cooking it. Cooking it a lot. This is a free tip, not a pro tip, but a free tip. You guys ever make ice scrapers? No? I don't know if we've ever made an ice scraper. I don't know how much you'd want a metal ice scraper, unless you're talking about like an ice pick or something like that. Something tried to. Huh. We had a cat and a bird in here at one point the other day, so making sure we didn't have a varmint crawling in the shop. Or a hay bear. Anyways, pro tip, or free tip, not a pro tip. I'm not a pro at cooking in cast iron. Hello, Eric. But especially if you have a new cast iron skillet, or if you forge the skillets, I don't know where you'd find them, like Crash Iron Ironworks or something like that, blacksmithingblades.com. But whenever you're either new cast iron or a new forged skillet, the first thing I always recommend cooking, and I always do, is cook a whole onion. Cook it like you normally would, sauteing an onion. Toss in some cooking medium or vegetable oil or whatever, and cook an onion, a whole onion. Cook it down till it's brown, and an onion will help alleviate a lot of like the metal taste, and it leaves a really good coating on it. Yeah, Daniel Baca, most acidic liquids do that. The acids in an onion help a lot, so definitely would recommend that. Who popped in here? Bobby at Dogbone, and was somebody else that popped in as well? Eric? I think I said hi. I don't know. Don't burn that steel. Nope, I'm not running the blower on it, so should be fine. Last little finishing touch up here. Just gonna flatten it out, make it where I want it. All right, so I got my little scroll tail there. Basically just gonna curl that in on itself. Again, not using the blower. I'm just kind of, because that part's a small part, and I don't want to get a sunburn. Oh goodness, my mouth is dry. The allergies are freaking killing me. Fried bacon? Yep. Reseasoning my pans, I do 5 times at 350 in the oven with coats of avocado oil. Yes, and that's the other key, a high heat oil. Avocado oil and I believe grapeseed oil is the highest smoke point. It's expensive, but it's a really high smoke point. So, and it does a really good job at seasoning cast iron or any type of metal, steel cooking ware, cast iron, forge, things like that. Cast iron pan, steel pan, or copper are better. Depends on what you're cooking. Heretic. I use all of them. The copper pans are nice. They do hold a good non-stick. Steel, obviously, is the OG. But cast iron's been tried and true for a long time. I bought a brand new cast iron. I meant to do a video on this and I just got sidetracked on it. But to kind of talk about all those tips that I was talking about, and then I want to try, because I saw a couple people do videos on polishing it, sanding it down, making it a real nice smooth finish, and cooking on it. And he barely put a seasoning, a coat of seasoning on it. Didn't cook anything, and then tried to cook an egg. He was like, "Oh, it doesn't work." I was like, you didn't do it right. You definitely didn't do it right." So I kind of want to do it myself and prove him wrong. Not that he'd see our channel, but be the satisfaction on my end. Did I do that the right way? Yeah, I did. All right, one more heat just to kind of help out that little curl a little bit. Then we'll do some benderooing. Fun fact, we'll be offering copper and stainless steel here soon. Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking. Stainless steel, ladle, spoon, spatula blanks. Those three. Those are things. And copper for the same things. Big old sheet of copper. I believe we got Mr. Peace Dragon worked up about the whole copper cast iron thing. Roy, do you have a specific gauge on like the copper and the steel, like specific thickness you're looking to do with them? I'm just curious. I like to know these things. All right. I might do a little more. Trying to figure out the way I want it. So now that I got my little curly Q there at the end, again, just kind of fishtailed it out and made it look a little prettier. So now what we'll do is hook it back around and make this the handle. So I need to get a little bit of a measurement on how long I want that to be. Try to make it about the equidistance in my hand. So what I'll do is find a little turny jig, one of these little guys, and kind of work my way around it. That seems about right. All right, quench the acrylic key so I don't burn it off. Don't want to get a sunburn it. So stainless steel will be 16 gauge and 10 gauge. Very nice, very nice. Mayonnaisium. Copper will be 10 gauge. And stainless steel will be 16 and 10 gauge. Okay, cool. Good stuff. I dig it. I believe I'll probably buy some from you, sir. Support your local state up north business. Oh, Andrew Larson makes a good hammer. I'll give him that. Eventually offer everything on the website in its respective counterpart and stainless and copper. Nice. I love the look of like copper spatulas and ladles and things like that. Like copper on steel, that look is so cool. The little copper coffee scoops. I know half everybody does them, but I think they're fun little projects. I've enjoyed doing them. Got a bunch more. Got some right here. Got a copper coffee scoop. Ready to rock. That heat a little bit farther down. Might have found the guy that did it. Hey, that's a plus. Hopefully everything ends well as it can, I guess. Well as it can. Good as it can. Trying to save money, so he canceled the dish. $200. Good grief. Ooh, copper Bigfoot. There you go. We got a goodie moot. They do help. Roy, I will have to say, I did find it quite comical in your video there today that Thomas was just forging in the background like the entire time while you were. It's not been in the way I want it to. Yep, that did not go the way I wanted it to. A little bit off from where the heat was. That's okay. But yeah, as I was saying, you were trying to talk on not the video today. What video was it? It was 2 days ago. Oh, the rasp snake. And you were like trying to talk, and all of a sudden Thomas is just bang, 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 and I could just tell that it was a little bit of like, Thomas, don't swing while I'm trying to talk, buddy. I was getting tickled with it. Plum tickled, as some say. All right, let's see if I can't burn this thing up. Got my handle off on where I want it. Use Thomas as a model for Bigfoot. That's funny. That is funny. Thomas Goody Moot. Thomas ain't in the stream. Where is old Goody Moot? I'm going to actually try to straighten this out first. kind of did the opposite of the way I wanted it to go. It's alright. That's why we're blacksmiths. Why we're blacksmiths, eh? Don't like it? Heat it up and do it again. Said Thomas is likely either shoeing horses or moisturizing his hands. His model hands, excuse me. Yeah. Again, I think that's kind of, and Dad'll say it to almost no end. That's one good thing about him and I. You know, the father and son duo thing. We're practically the same person. We understand what each person is doing and looking for. So there we go. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. I said there we go like 500 times. It's fine. Whatever. Some might even say Dad and I are stupid blessed. Some might say that. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not knocking Thomas. Thomas is a great man. Love talking to that guy. Love talking to him for a couple hours on end. That is one thing I'll give Thomas. That dude knows how to talk. If he were of the mindset, he'd be a great preacher. All right, I'm gonna do that one more time. And again, just working it slow. Take my time, working the fiddly bits, as some say. That warm? Time we at 7:49. Oddly, we have Pavlov's cats here. What in the world? Hey, Roy. Give me a call when no. Give him his own room. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. It was definitely cool to finally meet Mr. Goody Moot in person. And all of you guys, if you get a chance, go to Quad State, man. Meet all the people we get to meet and do all the things we get to do there. It's a good time. Most definitely is. Are we lined up? It's about right. Maybe put that in the vise if I got enough room for it. A little body weight hammering. Just trying to get that bend exactly where I wanted it and putting a little bit of my body weight help. All right. So now let's quench that. Work on putting a little twist in it. Who's heading out? Will? See you, Will. After the last 2 days of fighting with everything, last thing happened. Let's go back out, and the doorknob came off my hand. Dang. It always seems like when one thing's going down, everything's going down. Sorry to hear that, Dana. Ooh, it's still warm. I need to refill our water bucket there. Go to the big slack tub. Now. Cool. So first, actually, I better not do that. I just stuck that in the forge. What I want to do is, that's still warm. Good grief. That slack bucket is not very cool. All right, let's try this again, shall we? Shall we? Okay. Right about there. Get some heat going. Get that in the vise and get our twisting wrench made by one and only Bill Corey ready to go. And put a little twist in the handle. Then I'll work on the end. And boom, there you go. Found the guy that did the shooting but don't have him in custody. Dang. Gonna do a Halloween live. Yeah, we did last year. I think we've done it for the past couple years. Uh-oh. I only saved up enough after the last 2 years and got a Holland sledge block, and it was delivered, not in my porch or in my possession. That is no good, sir. Not good at all. Which one did you end up getting that they didn't give you? Where's a left-handed glove that Dad hasn't destroyed yet? Dana's 60 years old, young tomorrow. How about it? Well, sir, this is probably the only time you'll get the happy birthday out of me and not Dad. So, all together, everybody, all together, just me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dana. Happy birthday to you. And there you go. Big happy birthday, man. 60 years. We are blessed to have you, brother. Blessed to have you. All right. This is the deal here. Should have sized it up. All right. Make sure it's straight. Add a little bit more bend to it. I like 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 it. Adding a little fancy twist in there, make it all pretty and unique. I apologize if I've been breathing heavy or sound like I'm asthmatic. Just fighting off allergies. They are no fun. I still got a little bit of a twist in it. I'll fix that before it gets too cold. Good. Are we good? Are we good? I think so. All right, cool. Good deal, good deal, good deal. Okay. And now, I'm going to quench that. Find out where I need to cut it off at. Yes, sir. It is looking like a ladle handle. There you go. There's the start of it. So now I'll kind of figure out how long I want it to be. I need a tape measure, and I've got a tape, not a tape measure. I have a Champ Ironworks, whatever you call these things, the extendable rulers. This thing, and it turns into this thing. Yeah, look at that. Currently driving to gas and charcoal to finish some orders. Nice. Pick a key. Ha. Daniel Baca, I am fighting off allergies, man. Don't judge my singing right now. All right. Let me say about. That's warm. You. That seems about right. 16 inches. Do 16 and a half, so I can do my little end there to make for the rivet spots, and then we'll cut it off. Oh, this is exciting, right? Deep as your crock pot. Yeah, I don't have my crock pot with me, otherwise I'd check it. I'm gonna do it 16 and a half inches. I feel like that's gonna be right here. That's plenty enough for a ladle. So I'm gonna chop it off here. So ear warning, you are sensitive to loud noises. It's about to get loud. You have been warned. And actually, I'll even do this for you. It'll be nice. Set my thing down over there. Right in the bucket. Woo! That. Ooh, got some water on my volume down on my headset. Yep, I gave you fair warning on it. Now the anvil can give it. Yeah, thoughts from the anvil. Probably in German. It's a German pattern anvil. Oh goodness, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Okay, so now stick that in the fire. I'll probably put my glove back on. Yep, if you're just joining, making a ladle. Started off with it's probably cool now. Started off with the ladle blank here, and working on the handle now. Probably won't finish it up on the live stream because it's just popping rivets in. And I'll go get dinner after a while, but that's the plan. So, cause the big thing, I have a chili potluck tomorrow at work, so be a little self-conceited. Make my own ladle, so you know how it is. But we'll finish that up, and then next week back to your normal regularly scheduled program. Adam, even though my last name is, I don't speak German. All right, let's do a little shoulder set down. It's on a very good edge. Sorry, I didn't realize where the kind of the sharpest edge was on the anvil, so I'm gonna redo that. Did I do that upside down? I think I did, didn't I? Shoot, that's all right. Luckily, I didn't do it very well, so I can fix it pretty easy. At least put a few green chilies in your pot. Coincidentally, I do have some green chilies, so I may just put a couple in there, and just for you, Jeff Woodring. Dana's heading out. Good deal. Happy birthday, sir. God bless. We'll talk to you next week. No more breaking knobs off of doors. Definitely don't do that. I did that completely upside down from the way I wanted it. It's all right. Let's see here. Alrighty. Well, I made a little bit of a cold shut. That's okay. That is okay. A little low spot here. Draw all that. Yeah, that'll do. I'm just not happy that that cold shut happened, but whatever. Whatever. So, stick that here into the fire. Put maple syrup in the chili for some sweetness. I might have to do that too. Daniel Baca. Yes, sir. Rounding hammer. Yep. That's about what I'm about to do next. I'm going to finish up this little bit of kind of shaping it up in the last this heat here, and then I'll take over this wedge and round it and be done. And I'll pop a hole in it, put a rivet in it, and be done. Completely done. Do do do. I do. Better. 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 Okie doke. So there's that. Got there. So, like Kenny said, I'll take that and put a little bit of a dish to it, and then have myself a ladle for serving up some chili tomorrow. So, put that back in here. do my swage block back out. And then big ball peen hammer. Sweetness with the chili powder, burger beans, chili peppers, and I use spaghetti sauce. You gonna drill or punch it? Probably drill it. It's easier. Cincinnati chili, absolutely. You know the crazy part is I work in Cincinnati and not a single person thought to bring some Skyline chili for tomorrow's chili cook-off. And I was like, you all are sacrilegious. Sacrilege, I say. A little bit of forming there. A little wonky. Alrighty. So there's that. We'll fit and finish here. Set it up. And I might bend it back up a little bit more. So, yeah. That was a little too far. Little too far. We'll redo that. Got a little carried away. Cincinnati ain't chili. Yes, sir, it is. You speak that heresy on mine. Like corn in my chili, yeah. I'm going to use tomatoes or anything grown at the farm. No, probably not. I went to the grocery store today and just picked up everything, just not really paying attention or thinking about that. So probably just whatever I got from the store. Tomatoes and everything are kind of out of season. We've still got a little bit left over, but I like that better. Yeah, still. I don't know. Might chop this off and redo it. I don't know. That's better. Okay. So there you go. Little ladle. I'll be doing my chili tomorrow. So got my ladle to serve it and be able to brag about make my own chili and my own ladle. Not many people will be able to do that tomorrow, and I would say probably nobody will be able to do that tomorrow except for myself. So, anyways, freeze and canned tomatoes. We do have some canned tomatoes and everything. I really honestly just picked it all up that way I can get it done tonight. Not have to worry about much. So, anywho, I'm gonna call it for there. What time is it? 8:10. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Canned tomatoes, chili peppers already in them. There you go. I bought fire roasted crushed tomatoes, so again, all that extra flavor added into the fire roasted parts. So, boom, there you go. All right, everybody. There's the Dadney, and then there's the Sunny, the Sunny. I tell you what, Sunny. Anyways, yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. I don't know what else to say. Do all the things. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Do all the YouTube stuff if you haven't already. When we get to 5,000, we're going to do a big live stream giveaway. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your enemies. I don't care. Tell anybody. We're going to try to get to 5,000 here soon. We can do a big live stream and give away some stuff. I got a ball peen hammer. I'm going to finish up for that. We've already got some dedicated things already coming. So it's going to be pretty cool. There's going to be some good stuff. So get us to that 5,000. It's going to be a good time. Always check out the website, www.barrunforge.com, BARRUNFORGE.com. Facebook and Instagram, TikTok and Rumble, and of course right here on YouTube where most of our stuff is. We got some content coming out already in the works, so that's good. We'll get back to making videos kind of as harvest season gets done and winter comes in. We're able to get in the shop more, so that's a good thing. Other than that, if you like the stuff on the channel, always feel free to donate. That's what keeps the stream going here. Big thing you can, just talk about us, promote us to the people you know, and keep being loyal followers. We appreciate every single one of you guys. God bless. Take care. We will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. And I will walk back here awkwardly and turn it to the closing screen. See you guys.